Codependency feels like love because it mimics connection, but it's actually fear trying to keep you safe. And that's really confusing because not only does it feel like love, it feels caring, loyal, selfless, like we're called to be, Christ-like, right? But codependency isn't love. It's fear wearing that loving mask, right? And so here's why. You were taught that love means basically self-sacrifice, right? So giving until you feel empty actually feels normal to you. And it feels right. It feels holy. But love without boundaries isn't love, guys. It's depletion. And that's really not good for you to be constantly giving and never receiving, right? You were praised for being the helper, the strong one, the responsible one. So rescuing actually feels purposeful. It feels like your identity, right? Like your cape, right? Your superhero cape. But your worth is not tied into what you do, guys. You learn to feel safe by keeping others stable, right? So managing emotions feels like connection, but it's actually a form of survival. So you confuse intensity with intimacy. And that's why chaos feels familiar, right? Overfunctioning feels like bonding. Being needed feels like being loved. But being needed is not the same as being valued, right? You fear abandonment. So you overgive to keep people close. You silence your needs to keep conflict away, right? You shrink yourself to stay connected. Fear convinces you that this is love, but it's absolutely not. You feel responsible for other people's healing. And so rescuing feels compassionate, right? But it's actually control rooted in that fear. So you're trying to save people so that you don't lose them. You mistake peacekeeping for peacemaking, right? So avoiding conflict feels loving, but it's actually self-erasure, right? That back to that self-depletion. Real love doesn't require you to disappear. It isn't just giving, but receiving, right? Both the give and take. Real love doesn't drain you. It doesn't demand self-abandonment from you. And it doesn't require you to be the savior, right? 1 John 4:18 says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, right? So codependency feels like love because fear has been leading your relationships, right? But God is ready to teach you what love actually looks like without fear. So love with boundaries, with your identity, with honesty, with freedom, without rescuing, and without losing yourself. So here's a reflection question, guys. Where have you mistaken fear for love? And what truth is God inviting you to see instead? You don't have to earn love by disappearing. God is ready to show you that love doesn't require fear.